First we mine, then we craft. For today's Blockbuster review, we'll be reviewing Minecraft. Flint and Steel! Just kidding. Spoilers. So at the beginning of the week, I went to go see the Minecraft movie, and look, I wasn't expecting this, but this movie was so funny. It was so funny. So basically the story is about how Steve got into this crazy world with a portal cube, and then all these kids and Jason Momoa got sucked in, and then they all had to get out, and then Steve decided to come out, and that's really all the story was. But in between them, the movie was so funny. You see, what I think what happened was that people got the wrong idea of the movie. The director was the director of Nacho Libre, which is a comedy, a straight comedy. Hint, Jack Black was in that comedy. Jack Black is in the Minecraft movie. So you are not going to get a cinematic masterpiece, people. All the critics were like, oh, the movie is the worst movies of all time. And the movie, I don't think people understood. This is not what the movie was intended to be. The movie was intended to be a comedy. A slapstick, like, ridiculous comedy. Suited to our generation. Gen Z, Gen Alpha. Suited to our generation. But people were like, oh, this movie is one of the worst movies I've ever seen, and it was horrible, huh? Because you're 35 years old thinking you're gonna go see Gladiator. Not how the movie's supposed to be. The movie's supposed to be a comedy, so I went to go watch it as a comedy, and I got exactly what I needed, which was a 2-hour laugh session. That's basically what it was. No, and I wasn't in one of those theaters where they yeeted a Coke bottle and a whole thing of popcorn when Chicken Jockey came up. But other than that, I personally really enjoyed the movie. I played the video game a little bit. I wasn't really like deep into it as some of my friends and other people I've known are. But the movie overall, I had a lot of fun watching it. I was laughing throughout most of the movie. Jack Black, you were hating on Jack Black. I thought he did amazing. He did what Jack Black was supposed to do in this movie, which is be ridiculous and funny. Jason Momoa was actually really funny. I didn't really care about the other characters. They were kind of just there. But Jason Momoa and Jack Black completely took over the whole entire movie, and the movie was actually very entertaining. I'll give props to this movie. I really didn't care for, or I wasn't going in to care for, about the fact that they had human characters in a very CGI, like, animated kind of like thing. But it worked out. It looked really good. I'm telling you, Marvel needs to take notes. This is how you do green screen and blue screen effects, okay? Marvel, they need to take notes, because the CGI in this movie was actually really, really detailed and really good. Which they might have had help with Mojang on that, but still, really, really good CGI-wise. Obviously, I'm not going to talk anything about the story, because the story was a super, obviously, sloppy and put together, because that's the whole point. It's a comedy. That's the point of the story. The story is not supposed to be anything deep. It's supposed to be funny. Other than that, I really enjoyed the movie. Filmmaking-wise, is obviously not the best movie I've seen so far, but entertainment-wise, so far, this has been my favorite movie that I've seen so far in 2025. I don't care what anybody thinks. That's just what I thought. I had a great time. So for audiences, I will give it, for audiences that were coming to watch the movie and have fun, I will give this about a 7.5 out of 10. Obviously, a lot of people think otherwise. Critically, this movie, like, for filmmaking critics, like Rotten Tomato critics, I will get this about a 3 or 4, because that's what they completely trashed the movie. But me, personally, for what it was supposed to be, I'll give it a solid 6 out of 10. It really made me laugh. I had a great time in the movie theater. I was really entertained. I laughed throughout most of the movie. And that is what I came to see. So I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. And as always, catch y'all in the next one.